this is so cool that this is just on Amazon. Anyone can buy it. Explore the electricity and magnetism of Tesla coils. And what I've been asking about AI is, how did we get to modern general relativity? Oh man, just keep asking AI questions to fill in your intuition. And then, okay, we can start with Newton, who came up with these. Newton is often said to be the father of physics, of classical physics. Then in like the 1800s, there were Maxwell's equations, which kind of very new, and people started paying attention to that even more than Newtonian physics, and at least a little bit. Definitely a new sphere of influence. Maxwell's equations, I can say, it's very different from Newtonian physics. And then, from what I've read so far, it might not be the perfect understanding, but from what I've read so far, from what I've understood so far, someone named Lorentz looked at all this math of Maxwell's equations of electricity and magnetism, and then there's a famous Lorentz equation which is very trippy. It's like the velocity of anything influences its like length and time or whatever. So all this we kind of logically, mathematically discover, and then Lorentz equation is very important as Einstein develops his general relativity. So it's very helpful, I think, to see that history of science and how we get to these incredible, and I say ridiculous, it's like 10 partial differential equations that are coupled in Einstein field equations. And Lorentz is like the part of it that I start to question, like, how do we even get there? And if I have time, I'm gonna read up more how we got there to the Lorentz equation. I don't know if I will ever have time, actually. But then Einstein field equations is true, and it's all kind of influenced by Tesla coil kind of electricity and magnetism. And yeah, I just keep asking AI more and more about this. The first humanly discovered exact solution to the Einstein field equations is by Schwarzschild, and he assumes just one black hole. Very simple thought experiment, and then he derives a lot of math based off of that. This lot of math turns out to be very helpful, and EFE, Einstein field equations, are constantly confirmed by real world phenomenon, and not just freaking black hole light speed types of situations that people often say. We have literally the precession of Mercury's orbit as a confirmation of EFE, because Mercury's orbit arcs in a way that a Newtonian physics does not explain satisfactorily, and Einstein field equations, as ridiculous as they are very accurate in explaining the precession of Mercury's orbit. The way Mercury's orbit arcs is very much a confirmation of EFE, which is very satisfying to me. And also gyroscopes, a certain way that gyroscopes arc or rotate is very much another confirmation of EFE. Anyway, I'm exploring that myself. I don't know what else else to talk about for this video, so I think I will be calling it here.